Okie dokie. Ho ho. Bingo. Ho ho ho. Here we go.
Hey everyone, Sumo Bros 1985 is back from doing an update, which I won't be keeping that video long, but I'm back. I am here to do some more reactions, and I did thought about, doing gameplays after this, but since it's already October, I might as well pick out some of my own scary related videos for Spooktober. No, I've been gone for quite a while, but I'm here and I'm ready to return some more reactions. So whether it's my own or video requested, just hope y'all will still enjoy my entertainment regardless. So let's get this started. So in this reaction video, it is absolutely quite different. And it's been video requested to me since how long has this been video requested? Okay, it's been 12 days. It's been video requested it 12 days. So it's almost 2 weeks. Yes, this been requested it almost 2 weeks. So I finally got a different video request where I was uncomfortable at first, but then furthermore, I'm starting to get a second chance to do it. Here is my newest video requester or video suggester. I think it's requester, yeah, video requester. This is my newest video requester. And it is from Brian. I don't really like reading tags, so I'm just gonna call you Brian. Yes, it is from Brian. He said, I discovered your channel a few days ago and I enjoy your reaction content the most. Thank you, Brian. Therefore, I hereby drop a request, which is, he requested a movie to me. He actually requested a movie called Sausage Party franchise from 2016 movie to 2024 TV series. And I told him, thank you for requesting this to me, but I don't do movie reactions. I don't react to movies. I mostly react to, parody videos that I used to see a long time ago. And, these old school memorable parody videos, whether it's adult related or normal related. It's just, I just love doing them the most. But no, I don't do movie reactions, and my channel is not eligible. It's not monetized either. So I told him that I was uncomfortable, and let him know that you could still pick a different video for me to react in the future. So he then said this. Well, how about a review video on the Sausage Party TV show? And he had assured me that copyright won't be a problem that way. The video in question is Sausage Party FOODTOPIA Season 1 and Season 2 review, the Flesh Mecha Hot Dog Show made by the Anime Academic on YouTube. So he just assured me that it's not copyrighted related. So I've never ever did a review reaction before. I've never did I never did it. I never reacted to movie reviews before. So it's gonna be my first time doing it, and okay, I'll give this a chance. He says it's not copyrighted, so. But speaking of Sausage Party, if y'all don't know what Sausage Party is, it is a rated M and R. It's a food movie. It's an animated food movie, and it is not for children at all. It's not for like. It's not for babies. It's not for elementary. It's not for children at all. It is adults only. It is for adults, but maybe some young ages are okay with adult mature content. It just depends. It just depends, though. Maybe they're okay with it, but as far as, you know, in general, it's supposed to not made for kids at all. You know, just because it's animated just doesn't mean that it's for kids. It's for children. But it is a rated M, rated R movie. All right, and it's all about food. It's about humans eating food and drinking beverages. You know, these foods are actually like real living things. They are talking food, talking desserts, talking beverages. And I've already seen that movie. I've actually already seen that movie. I've watched that on my Roku TV. On Tubi. That was like in May. That was like in May 2025 this year. And I actually did enjoy it. It was weird as fuck though, but I actually really loved that movie. It was just interesting. It was creative. Like the way they created that movie. Like the scripts, like jeez, man, lots of foul languages, lots of hella foul languages, but it is just for adults only, so that's kind of suck. But I'm pretty sure maybe there's some people under the age of 17 or 18, they are like okay of watching mature stuff. So I don't want to be this type of person like where I'm too insensitive or too sensitive that y'all are not allowed to watch this movie and like. Nah, I just want to be myself, alright? It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong, you know, watching mature content, unless you like old enough. Unless you like, you know, old enough to understand stuff. Understand the humors, understand the joke and all that stuff, you know, then maybe it's okay. Maybe it's fine. It just depends. Like, I don't like sensitive people. Like, very sensitive children who don't know any better. But maybe if you get a little bit older, maybe if you're 15, if you're 15 or 16, maybe you're okay with it. But yeah, he requested me a movie review for Sausage Party. It's a TV show. And he just assured me that it's not copyright. It's not going to be copyright. So I hope so, because when my channel's not, I'm not making any money off of nobody, so I'd rather make my own money in real life. So okay, I'll give this a chance. I'll give this a try. I'll give it a try. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna do this for Brian. Okay, you know I don't react to movies though, but a movie review should be, it should be somewhat take it easy on. So I'm okay. I think, let me get this a shot. Let me give it a shot. Okay, let's react to a movie review. And it's a TV show. It's actually a Sausage Party TV show called FOODTOPIA. And I've never heard of that before. So that video just came out a month ago in August, which is literally on my oldest brother's birthday. I cannot believe it just came out on my oldest brother's birthday. Like, I'm the youngest, bro. I'm the youngest in this family. Bro, I can't believe it. It came out on my oldest brother. So, as for this request, okay, let's give this a shot. Let's react to this Sausage Party FOODTOPIA. It's a movie review. Yeah, I never knew Sausage Party was a TV show. Wow. And it's nearly an hour-long video too. So, okay. All right. Let's get this a shot. And shout out to you, Brian, for requesting this to me, because I'm actually gonna give this a chance, because you know, I figured since this is my first time doing reacting to a movie review or review video in general, maybe it's somewhat positive. Maybe I could give this a shot. So yes. So okay, let's do this for Brian's request. Gonna do this now. Here we go. Please enjoy. Before I move on to other reactions. So, okay, let's spice things up and react to this. I hope it's gonna be juicy. I really hope it's gonna be juicy and deliciously juicy, dude. Okay, let's react to this. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go.
Ahoy hoy gang, if this is your first time with us, welcome, and if you're joining us from our previous video, hey, we love to see it, and I hope you're doing well. I was not expecting to be making this video. I was watching the newest season of South Park on
Mr. Anime?
Prime, and that's when I saw it. Sausage Party FOODTOPIA. A series spin-off of the 2016.
Okay, I'm rocking this.
Did you know Sausage Party is actually still, to this day, the highest-grossing adult animated comedy of all time? I remember watching it in theaters with my roommate fresh out of college, and it was, man.
I've watched it on Tubi. I have not went to the movie theater a long time ago.
or anything, But if nothing
I was
else,
a minor at that time,
it was experimental. It was an animated Seth Rogen movie, and it never tried to be anything.
Oh, Seth Rogen! I remember
The movie
Seth
succeeded
Rogen.
because it had sharp jokes, better than expected pacing, and an absolutely star-studded cast. Nick Kroll, Selma Hayek, Kristen Wiig, Michael Cera, Seth Rogen, Bill Hader, Jonah Hill, and even Edward Norton as Sammy Bagel Jr. The movie made over $100 million off of a budget of less than $19 million and just more than a couple dozen allegations of overwork at the production studio for the film. It was a commentary on religion and recontextualizing it for different cultures while fighting off douches. It worked because it never took itself too seriously and understood at the end of the day, it's just dumb food being dumb doing dumb things. And so, a show based on the most successful R-rated animated comedy of all time, even beating Team America World Police, you know, for scale, it had to be good, right?
Right. Season 1 intro, Foodtopia!
Wrong. Just dead wrong.
What?
I watched the show. I watched all 2 seasons that were out at the time of recording this, and I went back to the
I never knew they made a TV show out of this!
Review, and honestly, that was the most enjoyable part of this entire journey.
I thought it was just a movie.
This is just, you know, Megamind the series, Megamind 2, whatever, all over
I remember watching Megamind.
Yeah,
I remember
some of
that.
the original voices. The movie did a lot, but it largely worked because of the exaggerated visuals,
man, the
fantastic
memories,
voice acting,
the nostalgia,
and it was
movies,
quick
man.
with the jokes. And it never bit off more than it could chew. And I do comedy like Sausage Party, but this show, how does it compare to? I'm not about to say one of the greatest movies of all time, but a movie of all time. Well, there's only one way to find out, and 3 questions that must be asked: what worked, what failed, what bath salts, Mecha series tropes will be curtailed. Yeah, get ready for it. Is there love in this bun? It's time to review Season 1.
Okay, Season 1. Let's see it. It's my first time.
All right. So Sausage Party ends with the whole crew going into a portal to confront the actors that brought them to life. Might be an interesting idea for a show, kind of a
Wait. Was that the bubble gum? Is that the gum?
Is
that the gum?
That's the original ending.
Handicap gum.
They retconned the movie about a fucking hot dog getting high with firewater and saying co-opting religion for your personal views is wrong.
Oh man, the fools attacking the humans. They standing up.
But I'm sure
they standing up
really
for themselves. They protesting.
After the food takes out all the
people
fools
are protesting
store, they take the
against
fight
humans.
to the greater grocery store parking lot and do Operation Dessert.
Oh, I'm seeing some like the homosexual couples right there.
Food puns for people born in the 80s. Gee, I wonder why. And, I remember the falafel from the movie? He gets taken out off screen by some forks flying, and so Sammy Bagel Jr. is just dragging around his corpse in shock, and it's a lot to come into a first episode with. It's this really interesting dichotomy, because, like, you're really hoping people are in for this show. Like, they see Sausage Party and go, oh, man, I love that movie. But if they go into the show after directly finishing the movie, it's a jarring experience. It's going from a food orgy to one of the main characters dying to something. Just a bunch of forks flying out of nowhere.
It is just ridiculously...
I mean, seriously. Who would watch the movie a show is based off of before the show?
Insane.
Poppycock. Now, obviously, you
it's
can't
wild.
have a gay bagel and falafel representing the West Bank. I get why they had to take that character out, but I mean, they did it so just quickly. I thought it was from the movie till I revisited it. I thought, wow, maybe he really didn't make it to the end. I was pretty sure he did. Nope, he did. They were just that confident that this was a better idea.
Oh yeah, that's the gay couple. That's the gay couple.
Lot, we get
that is the gay couple.
Jump, and thanks to the help of gum, the gang is able to wipe out all of humanity as they know it. Probably just cheaper than animating more characters, but sure, most humans are gone. All the humans were taken out by sentient food.
Oh my god, it's really happening!
That's right, bath salts.
Oh my god, it's really happening! Oh, they really making food love.
Humans if they are on bath salts. Barry becomes a human.
Oh my
leader,
God.
Unite the food people, and as they walk their new Foodtopia, they of course break out into a full-on orgy as is tradition. This is Open Season 3.
Dang,
this is
barf?
Megamind 2. This is that direct-to-DVD quality that somehow got some of the
Hey, I'm trying to listen to you though.
It looks cheap.
I'm just
it sounds
getting distracted
cheap,
by the
Some
background.
of the lines were very obviously recorded in a closet, and worst of all, it's just not even that funny. I get that comedy is subjective, but it's so paint by numbers to a fault, and yet
Damn!
of its
He really showing this! He really showing this!
It is trying too hard for a sausage
This is
party.
food. This is Sausage
Everyone's
Party
living their
Hentai
best
Edition.
lives. That's when tragedy
Sausage
hits
Party
and the
Hentai
sky
Edition.
begins to cry and rain falls. I don't know why I was like, the sky begins to cry. They don't know words for things. So they don't call it night, they call it the time between like dusk and dawn. And it's just such a dumb thing that they don't know what night is, or they don't know what rain is. It's just, at what point does the food become sentient? At what point do they have any kind of knowledge? Food is very, very dumb. And I get that's kind of the point, but it's just, they
have feelings as humans.
I can't poke holes in it too early. It's just, they have no idea what this sky water is, and it starts picking them off one after another. Food that is able to wipe out humanity can't fight the rain. Like, I know it's just absurd for the sake of being absurd, but the movie at least did something more with those elements. But a piece of rice is abandoned during the flood by an orange named Julius, get it? Orange Julius, who proceeds to take a human tooth instead, and Gum sacrifices himself to save the core team. Meanwhile, Barry is out looking for lost food in the woods and finds that some humans survived and is determined to hunt them down. Dun, dun, dun. It's definitely a setup for a show. A lot happens in one episode, I will admit. I just, if you think you know where the show is going from this point, you don't. I promise you have no idea. I don't know. If the jokes were sharper and the delivery was less stilted, I think I would have liked this more, or at least not cared about continuity.
I mean,
it is
adult.
Expects you to care about
it is rated
M. Next episode. Like, this is a food comedy series, and they couldn't even be bothered to come up with dumb pun names for the episodes. You know, no bun of one or something stupid. I can't even think of one. But you can come up with 16 food puns. No, this is just first course, second course, third course. It's just like, oh, yum yum. That's dull. That's not creative. This isn't creative. None of this is creative. And that's so baffling. No.
I mean, I like it.
Ranking. Not entirely.
But it is your
unwatchable,
opinion.
I guess.
It is
So,
your
like,
opinion.
5 out of 10.
So
maybe.
all opinions are respectable. I always respect opinions.
Right, you know what?
So
The last episode had to rewrite the lore of the sausage verse. It was doing a lot of narrative heavy lifting. This is when things are gonna turn around. I can feel it.
Oh my God! Remember that scene?
So Barry, Frank, and Brenda go on an expedition into the woods while the food all return to the grocery store that's quickly falling apart. While in the woods, they find 3 humans, including
What is
Jack,
that
played
shit?
by new series regular Will Forte. I guess let's just get this out of the way. This is not a small-time series. We have Sam Richardson as Julius the Orange, Sugar Lynn Beard as Jerry Rice, Jay Farrow, David Krumholtz, Gray DeLise, Natasha Rothwell. Oh yeah, and Academy Award-winning actor Edward Norton. Oh sure, too insufferable for another Hulk movie, but he's chomping at the bit to be the Bagel again. True story, actually. He just genuinely loves this character and wanted to come back for it. And do you know what his plot is? He becomes a stand-up comic to fight through his grief of losing his lover, which again was an edit to the movie. It's definitely something. So the trio find the humans, and Barry makes mention that if Douche could pilot the humies, then he could also by shooting up their back door. He lubes himself up and shoots inside Jack's 7th planet from the sun and pilots him like a mech against his friends. That's right, folks. An element of the last movie that was just, ha-ha, douche is piloting the manager that does not deserve what he's getting at all, is now an integral part of the series. Did you have Super Robot Sausage Party on your bingo card? Except it's more Robot Jocks and less Gundam. And I say that as someone that loves Robot Jocks. Go watch Robot Jocks. Infinitely more entertaining. Robot Jocks. Yeah, no, he pilots him in his ass or in his crotch. They have him piloting it at two different ways. It's odd. They use Jack to save everyone from the crumbling grocery store. A piece of rice looks at Julius the Orange's ample dump truck, which I'm sure won't be important later on, and they all plan to do a Burning Man with Jack to roast him alive in celebration. Sammy, of course, wanting to turn it into a huge show so they can all watch him be awesome and cool. I mean, I'll say
those are some freaky ass food, man.
Man, it's just an unfortunate design. Like, I know the Sausage Party designs were unique, but they were very intentional. This is just odd looking. He looks like Zach Galifianakis' Sasquatch in that Missing Link movie. He looks like a human from, like the Megamind series or some open season spinoff of a spinoff. He just
hiding in the man's crotch.
There's way less shading and rendering on screen, and everything you see just feels so small and simply textured. Like the movie had.
You know it's adult when you see vodka. You see a vodka bottle.
There were incredibly animated scenes, and this it's such a downgrade. It feels like it was built in Unity. Like, I swear, like, just made the quickest way imaginable. There did not feel like there was any love in this animation process whatsoever.
I mean, the hot dog and the bun love each other.
As the food are running back into Foodtopia, Julius claims a restaurant as his, and he refuses to let anyone else in.
Too much.
The dark seed of civilization has begun to sprout. Second course is, I guess, like a 5 out of 10. Still there. Yeah. I think this is where I figured out what the problem with this series is. Frank and Brenda are having second doubts about burning Jack alive, and Sammy is going to put on a really big show. But first, we got to have some auditions. Look, it's Adil. Megan the Scallion.
I thought he was going to say something else. I thought he was going to say Adil.
Machine Gun Jelly.
He meant the dill pickle.
Boy George. It's just sort of like, what? I am not a prude when it comes to comedy, I promise. I am not some stick in the mud that can't laugh at anything. I genuinely love things like I Think You Should Leave, Tim and Eric, On Cinema, and of course my favorite, Check It Out. Meta, or subversive comedy, is a true, genuine love of mine. And you could easily argue that Sausage Party was a subversive comedy success when it came out. And I hate that I have to sing the praises of the movie, because the show, instead of doing any kind of deeper commentary, just does food puns. In the movie, they had a running douche line, sure, but the only other major celebrity food pun was just meatloaf. And that was tied several times into the movie.
Just meatloaf?
This becomes a recurring thing throughout the show. It's just food puns. Like, the movie always had this tongue-in-cheek air to it. Remember the Saving Private Ryan gag, where the carts crash into each other and the foods are struggling to survive? That's juxtaposed with someone just sweeping them up and dumping them in the trash. That was the joke. They were cartoon characters, and they acknowledged that they were these weird, warped cartoon characters. This is taking everything so literally, like they have to justify how humans can see their destructors with the power of bath salts. But who cares? It's a show about talking food. Why is it so restrained? Also, Barry is complaining about being alone when the movie literally ended with him finding a bun just like him. But no, he's alone for this. Frank and Brenda decide to save Jack, who gives them an idea for a scarecrow to keep them safe.
He want more than just bun.
But they have to hide Jack from Barry, who can't stand those monstrous humies. Okay, since this is an ongoing thing, may as well ask, who is making the processed foods? Is all the food on a timer now? Food goes rotten. It has to. Realistically, they'd all be dead in a matter of days. They treat everything else like it's real, so it's just odd that they aren't treated.
So the food just possessing humans, just going through their
emphasis on
cross of the zipper.
Julius also starts using human teeth as a currency
just possessing
and
the
charges people for the
humans.
opportunity to come into the restaurant to get a view of the show or use their industrial freezers, even if they're perishable. Yeah, that's the theme of the season. Money corrupts. Thanks for playing. With Jack saved, a harsh reality comes into play. Jack is hungry, and he needs to eat, or he'll die. So the food have to find something for him to eat. Also, minor thing, but inanimate objects aren't living in this. It's just food. Just makes interactions weird. This is when the show started to teeter. It takes itself way too seriously for a show about talking food. Third course is, 4 out of 10. I was going to talk about this in the last episode, but it's just a little more applicable here. The episode opens with two foods racing each other in toy cars while a song plays explaining the situation where a can of tuna is driving. So of course, it's a parody of the hit song Barracuda called Ooh, Can of Tuna. 0 pun songs in the original movie, by the way. Really, only 2 songs, and one was a Meatloaf song that they licensed. So I don't know where this is coming from or really who this is for. Last episode, they had the Talking Breads to perform about toast. Get it? Talking Breads? Ha! Oh, so wacky. This is when I wrote the show off. I know. Halfway through the season? Come on, academic, how could you give up? And I'll tell you how. This episode is all about setting up a police force for a society because people are stealing teeth to get into Julius's so their families don't die. Okay. Very nuanced thing to approach with food, but maybe they'll do it right. Oh, here's the cops now.
It's getting a little dark.
A play on Chris Maloney. Marked Cargiate, or what? It's a dumb pun of Mariska Hargitay. And of course, iced tea. His wife's name is Hot Cocoa. Do you get it? Are you laughing? I'm not.
Ice-T, I know who Ice-T though. I know who Ice-T is.
Rutabaga Ginsburg, a recurring character. Do you get it? Are you laughing? Oh, and how do Frank and Brenda get around that pesky Jack needing food thing? You know, they make him a cannibal. And in theory,
so it's just a bunch of food
like
puns based on person's names.
I'm not saying that's not how you do something like that, but they never even really elevate the joke that they're presenting. It's all just so matter of fact. They never take it further. It's all so shoehorned, and the jokes and references are very dated. This is the show your burnout uncle swears is one of the funniest things ever made, and he hasn't laughed this hard since Farzar. Farzar deserves it. And I'm not gonna, glorify the movie too much. The movie was mocking different cultures using religion to justify their actions. Oh, look, the sauerkraut is MAGA. The Asian food has Asian accents that probably don't stand up in 2025. Sure, racial caricature.
Oh, I remember. Where's that taco? Where's that taco woman?
And you know
that
what?
That taco Mexican woman. Where is she?
Whole chest out, and it's because they were so confident in the jokes they delivered.
She lesbian. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, she lesbian.
Did not hold back. It was willing to commit all the way. If you're gonna make something that raunchy, that dark, that intentionally offensive to really everyone, you need to go all the way with it.
Where is she? Where's that taco woman?
Is just oops tea. Civilization is bad, isn't that right, Ice-T? And then makes references to things that were dated 9 years ago, much less this year. The show has very obviously been sitting collecting dust for a couple years. Season 1 came out last year and was dropping that solid American Top 40 bop, Can of Tuna. Yeah. Anyway, Julie.
Dang, it's been so many years and it just came out last year.
Yes. Money corrupts and food society is becoming more and more human. Cool. I don't know, man. 3 out of 10. Remember douche? Remember how he was going around eating foods to refill his fluids and get absolutely juiced, bro?
I think I remember douche.
That's a good villain right there. Julius sets up
yes, it seems familiar, but I forgot what he looked like.
So they'll vote for him. Brenda and Frank try and beat him with a grass.
Is he a
campaign.
jar?
Jack convinces Frank he's got to be fast and
Is he a
furious
male?
to make some real change in the world.
Douche.
Ha.
Douche.
Ha ha ha. Always
Douche.
Fast and the Furious. Never anything else.
I forgot what he looked like, but I heard of. I remember douche.
God forbid we do something not
forgot what he
Fast
looked
and the
like.
Furious. Sammy gets put on trial for stealing a cereal box's claim on an electronics store, and Julius bribes Rutabaga so that Sammy will work for him and make state-sponsored media that makes him look good. And like, okay, I know, an election and a literal giant orange, release the files. You'd think this would be about a certain President Orange, release the files. But while it's about politics and civilization,
that's the orange right
no
there.
Real political or even
I don't think
racial
that's douche,
discourse.
though.
Julius is literally just Orange Julius, release the files. Maybe a Julius Caesar reference on their best day. There's a caste system, absolutely, but it's really just tiny food suffers while big food succeeds. I guess? Even the opening of the episode is an egg dying while trying to support her family and cracking. Then all of her family slips on her yolk and dies too. Huh? Their formula is too formulaic at this point. It's too by the numbers. When you go for shock comedy, this is gonna sound controversial, I know, but you gotta shock them. You gotta do it in a way that makes people go, oh snap! Do something they aren't expecting. This entire season is just so predictable. Frank does a heist as a potato and peels out into the night, while Barry is positive he knows who was getting away. I'll say this. Kristen Wiig, Michael Cera, and Edward Norton are actually all in and trying their best with their characters. And like Julius is played by Sam Richardson, a man that knows what a buff boy really looks like because he was a little buff boy. You have one of the funniest meta comics in the game right now, and he's just a talking orange. That's it. Evil Orange is evil.
Annoying Orange.
Easy. Rutabaga Ginsburg for the pun, and elect Orange. Ha. It's okay. Almost done with the season. Let's finish strong. Fifth course is an expired 3 out of 10.
Oh, sorry about that.
This episode opens with a warning. A warning that this episode contained content that was so extreme, so inappropriate that you had to be warned. Why are they warning you? Oh, you have no idea.
I mean,
also, I didn't talk about it.
I'm only
Edward
24
Norton
years
also
old.
plays this nitrate documentarian in the form of Wiener Herzog. I hate
it shouldn't be
an air
that much of a big deal.
He
I'm only
keeps coming
24.
back doing this Wiener Herzog, Werner Herzog impression. And I just keep going, man, I miss Dave Herman. I never thought Dave Herman does an impression better than Edward Norton would ever come out of my mouth. And yet here we are. For some reason, Edward Norton thought, let me do a Werner Herzog real quick. And you know what? I don't care. If he's having fun, more power to him. He is genuinely one of the least offensive parts of this entire thing. He's trying, if nothing else. He's just having his own little adventures. What's going on over at that plot? Oh, look, they bring all the potatoes in and racially profile them while doing a usual suspects thing. Cool. Brenda hates that Frank stole the teeth, but Jack is proud of him and supports him while Brenda goes to make a real difference. Frank and Brenda end up on a break while Sammy continues running the broadcast waves. Barry is convinced that Frank was behind it all, and when he convinces Brenda to take him to the Humie, they see it. They see the reason for the warning. Frank and Jack are bumping uglies. I'm not going to show it, obviously, but also like, bruh.
What? You just showed the previous humping scenes, though.
That is arguably hilarious because it's so over the top. This just looks bad. It looks like some dumb junk mail chain video your grandpa would laugh at before playing another game of elf bowling where they go gutter ball on his computer. Ha ha, goo-covered hot dog, I laugh. Life's a funny proposition sometimes. You try to make it as a YouTuber and entertain people and educate them about media criticism, and then boom, you gotta talk about Frank frauding. There's a... yeah, Yeah, I just had to say that. At the debate, Brenda and Frank split the vote against each other, and Brenda wants a socialist utopia, while Julius wants to rule everything, and spoilers, Julius wins. And all hope is almost lost. Ranking, 2 out of 10. Really?
I think this is supposed to be a premium TV show.
I'll say, like,
I don't have premium.
Not a prude or anything. It was just a poorly animated episode.
I just watch free movies.
I get why. I guess legally.
Maybe want to get a little older. Maybe I'll
it didn't
sign up for premium movies.
That was part
TV
of the joke.
shows,
I am 100% sure.
Or even cartoons.
The Boys gets away with way worse. All right, it's the all is lost climax. Julius is in charge, and Brenda's determined to talk to him and get him to see some reasoning. Okay, cool. This show is so stretched out. I mean, way too stretched. So many scenes go on for like 45 seconds too long. Even the opening of the episode has this heavy as the head that wears the tooth crown thing going on that just doesn't do anything with. There's a moment where it's like, Julius, you need me. I don't need you. And it's like, oh, what's going on? Is Julius messed up in the head? And it's like, we just met Julius. He's a brand new character. We know nothing about him, and we have 2 episodes to go. What? Something is going on. But do you care? Anyway, Frank goes to end it with Jack since he doesn't want to lose his friends, and Jack says that he's in love with Frank. That he's in love with a hot dog that keeps him drugged with bath salts. Oh, and Sammy has a new sidekick, Melon Gibson. It's not even a good Melon Gibson impression. Also, who thinks about Mel Gibson anymore? Who is this show for? Traditionally, adult animated series focus towards a millennial or Gen X demographic. People that grew up with things like Aeon Flux and Beavis and Butthead or SpongeBob and Family Guy. Things that shape their appreciation of animation and what they break down as a joke. Gen Z grew up with things like Phineas and Ferb. Or, Gen A and future generations grew up with things like Bluey. Those shape how we develop an appreciation for media. What we start with teaches us how to engage with it. So who is this for? Is this the older crowd? The Mr. Burcham audience that's desperate to get that itch scratched? All 4 of them? Nope. It's just nothing. It feels like it's marketed towards no one. Like throughout the season, sure, in the slums, you see Amazon boxes where it's like, jab, 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 Amazon, jab, jab. But otherwise, this is a nothing show. It's an entity. It is a gummer hummer.
Is that a banana? She just went into
the... is a great dumb hangout movie. You never have to pay attention.
Butt of the orange?
In a few minutes, usually you'll get a laugh out of you. This,
she just went through that
steady flat line.
Just
a steady, constant descent into madness. Oh, look, Julius is in a contraption and Brenda sneaks in to see what's going on. Oh, snap! Jerry Rice has been inside Julius this entire time and has been working him like a puppet to enact her revenge on everyone that blew her off or neglected her. Whoa, what a deep and engaging story. What a twist shocker. In Sausage Party.
Oh, damn.
Even
Brenda.
Back in the second
Brenda in trouble.
Of the season,
Frank.
When they set this
Get your girl, Frank.
It's pretty telegraphed.
Get your girl. Oh.
If you even try any amount of critical thought, you can get to this conclusion. You may not have put the pieces together.
It was food fight for real.
So cool for leaving clues throughout the season.
It's because of
the problem was
because
I never
the banana is controlling orange.
Care about it. It never materialized for me. Anyway, Brenda fights with Jerry Rice and she's able to turn the water on and melt Brenda. That's right,
what?
Kristen Wiig was taken out of the series for the sake of the show. Like, what?
Brenda?
Who is this for? Who was like, I need more gritty murder in my food show? I think it overplayed its hand. Frank is framed for Brenda's death, and we head into the climactic climax that I'm sure you're climaxing and chomping at the bit for. Oh, right.
No! My love! No!
And here we are.
You were too sexy to die!
Look, We've
Oh,
Danny McBride was
rest in peace, Brenda. The
remember when Selma
sexy
Hayek
bun.
liked how Brenda was dumb
Sexy hot
thick and
dog
wanted to
bun.
split her buns? Well, she's dead now. The bun is dead.
Damn.
Are you not
Oh
entertained?
my god, bro.
It's 2024 and they're still talking about
Oh
assholes.
my
They're still
God.
doing these basic ideas.
I'll never find another bun
At
than
this point,
her.
it's
I'll
just
never find
sad.
it.
Like the big funeral scene at the beginning is a Dust in the Wind parody
Oh,
detailing
that's so
how
fucked
she
up.
died.
That's so
So
fucked
it's not
up.
even supposed to be like a gutting moment. It's played as a joke.
Oh,
They never
man.
take anything even moderately serious, even though it's presented as a serious threat. Not that they should, but also maybe don't kill off characters for dramatic effect and then undercut all of that energy when you're already doing a lot about a series about a talking hot dog? Like, why? Anyway, Sammy gets fired and replaced by Duncan the Donut. Get it?
Wow, the actual Duncan.
Oh, look,
Dunkin'
they team up and
Donuts.
They're able to fight back and take Julius down, revealing that Jerry was behind it all. Aw, man, Jerry is having a change of heart, you guys. Frank is showing her mercy. Wow, things are really looking up. And a bird ate her. It's just so telegraphed. That's what I have a problem with. You can do these things, but your sound work and audio engineering needs to be perfect. Your cuts need to be flawless. It's just, it's too perfect. It's like
Frank needs to avenge his girl,
when
bro.
they set the
That's
character
just
up in the
fucked
middle
up.
of the screen, so you know they're gonna be
The most
using that
hottest
special effect and just
hot dog bun,
or whatever.
attractive hot dog bun,
Too perfect for it to
alive,
have any shot
has to
impact
die.
whatsoever. It was slacking. It was absolutely lacking.
She looked like Betty
And so,
Boo.
with Julius out of commission and no leader, the
Hey,
food
Betty
starts to
Boo gotta
rebel and act
die.
up until Frank summons his kaiju Jack and uses him to keep the food in order, ruling with an iron fist and concluding.
Is that even a banana? I can't even tell.
I love that the first season ends with Frank atop
Look like
his
it.
armored mecha ruling over his people. That's what I always knew the Sausage Party extended universe was missing.
She's just
you said
small.
that, right? We all said that collectively when we left the theater, how humans should be mecha piloted.
And
by
she's
foods,
responsible
right?
for Brenda's death.
I mean, I'll admit, I watched season 1 because I saw season 2 was out, and I saw it and went, well,
Oh,
I
wow.
have no idea what they could possibly be setting up in season 2.
So you didn't just watch season one right
Genuinely
away?
had no idea. I did not guess any of this.
I guess that'd be like
but
that
for now,
sometimes.
the finale is here. It sure does conclude the story on a cliffhanger for you to see what Frank the Fascist has planned next. What is this show? It was bad.
Oh, it's the
Okay?
outro.
It was just a bad season. I'm not about to sit here and say it was the worst season of anything. Still better than Mr. Burcham, thank God. But it was not good. And yet, it was necessary for the second season to happen. I'm not saying the second season is good, but you need the first season to properly appreciate just what you're about to watch. And so, without further ado, here is season 2.
Okay, so last reveal.
Hey gang, Academic here. We joke a
Rest in
lot, but I
peace,
want to make sure
Brenda.
you're staying
Rest in
hydrated,
peace.
not being too hard on yourself. Life is hard right now, and I'm proud of you for being you, bud. Just figured we needed a little positivity pit stop.
No shit. Life is always hard.
Season 2. Alright, elevator pitch? Pacific Rim with food. You heard me. You have no idea what that means, but it's a lot. So, what worked? What failed? What cannibalistic cravings will be curtailed? Are there any faults? Oh, more than a few. Here in season 2. Last season, Frank decided to rule with an iron fist. This season, the entire community is plotting against him and wants to take him out. Barry and Sammy try to sneak into the secret meetings to find out why they're trying to take out Frank, who thinks that everything is going wonderfully, even having a new musical at the start of the episode where everyone is singing about him, and he effectively can't even get the fruit to pull some fridges up of a rope because they're just not strong enough to, and Jack can't do it on his own. It's really kind of sad. His heart's in the right place. He's just straight up a moron. Like he's forcing people to share unfairly and being as uneven as possible. He's a horrible leader, and honestly, all of these characters are just the worst. Jack wants to fit in with food as he continues eating people, and Frank sleeps in Jack's underwear. Barry finds out they want to do an Ides of March with Frank, and when they meet with everyone, they get Frank exiled instead of murdered. But Sammy and Barry get exiled with him for their trouble. I mean, the intro song was at least not a parody of another song. It was an original. It's just about how horny food is. I'll say it. Sausage Party was a sharp 89 minutes long. If that was a 2-hour movie, hot take, it would not have been as good as it ended up being. Each season of this show is 8 episodes, and they're all about 25 to 30 minutes each. Meaning, give or take about 30 minutes, each season is effectively as long as an entire new trilogy of Sausage Party movies. So you better have a strong reason to bring it back, especially for this much. Because I'm guessing this is a 24 episode order, and they were just holding off on dropping it. And it's easy to see
probably wearing the same underwear
this season was
for
made
like
around
few days.
The fact we're just now seeing it is very telling. But the gang is banished. How will they possibly survive? What lies beyond the horizon? Only one way to find out. Sounds like I'm announcing what happened on the last episode of Star Wars.
You need to wear some boxers, man, bro. Why is he wearing some tidy whities?
Jedi fight across the galaxies. It's the road episode. Yeah.
Meet me.
Jack carries everyone back to his hometown, but he forgot to take his bath salts with him, so he's starting to lose his buzz. Oh no. They go through the woods and are attacked by a bunch of wild berries. Get it? Wild berries. They're animalistic berries because they have wild in the name. And they have to save Jack and fight their way through. Barry is tired of Frank complaining about his dead partner and how much he misses Brenda, but Barry promises that he'll be nicer to Frank to make up for it. Did you know one of Michael Cera's earliest roles was as the brother on the Berenstein Bears
Brenda
show?
didn't deserve
Isn't that neat? Oh look, Sammy is pitching shows to Frank, and it's funny because he's a TV guy now. And aren't you laughing at his antics? Oh look, a heart-to-heart in a pocket between two weenies making up, and then Frank ruins it. Yay, Frank! The gang keep marching, and right when they're at their wits' end, they look out and see civilization. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, it's an idea. It's just, do you do this episode after 8 episodes of not really building these characters up in any meaningful way that they would need a road episode? A road episode is traditionally where characters have a bunch of one-on-ones, they develop their relationships, things get deeper. A lot of, really good Walking Dead episodes are quote-unquote road episodes, where you're following an adventure from start to finish that brings everything back and they're stronger for it. This road episode doesn't do anything. It literally just progresses the narrative, but it kinda still manages to spin its wheels. It's like it's rolling down a hill. It has no control on how fast it gets to the end, but it's gonna keep going for it. Here's new civilization. It's an idea. I don't know about being a good idea, but let's give it some room. Let's stretch its people legs. The food had to leave Jack behind since he couldn't see them anymore without his bath salts, and they head for the new city, Newfoundland. They look around in awe at all the fridges and happy food that are living their best lives. The food had even learned how to even beat the rain. Wow! The gang walk around Newfoundland just absolutely gawking at everything. Food driving real human-sized cars with little help. Food making movies. Sammy sees a Shawshank Redemption parody and develops a passion for cinema. And they all get chased by the citizens and hailed as heroes because it was thanks to Frank that they were able to rise up against the humans. Somehow. Notable new voices of the season are Martin Starr
What is that
as
purple
Birdcage,
thing?
Jillian Bell as Trish the Brain Nut, and Marion
Something
Cotillard
mature
as
too?
Dijon, a trained French martial artist condiment with a penchant for violence. Trish walks everyone through Newfoundland and tries to find a place where everyone can belong. We then see Jack being wheeled into a garage and some kind of machinery turning on. When Frank and the gang go to save Jack, he's had a bath salt patch slapped on and he's been all cleaned up. We then get the big reveal of the season. New Foodland has prospered because they still have humans and that they've turned them into pilotable mechas with special power suits, while Barry just raw dogs it when he pilots Jack. Yeah, that's right. Welcome to a weird Pacific Rim-esque Bravern whatever mecha series. There you go. Did you have Michael Cera butt sauce? No, of course not, because you're normal. It does
Why
not
a hairy-ass naked man? If you want to be naked, at least shave. Shave, dude. Nobody like hairy-ass balls.
It does not sway me one way.
Hairy-ass ball sack.
I don't hate this show. I pity it. We're halfway through the season already, and sure,
can't
we
get
got
your dick
food
sucked like,
up, but it's not particularly funny or gripping in any way. They just keep dragging these things out. They did not have enough ideas for this season. It shows. There is so much fluff. This episode is egregious with it. We find out about how the food uses the humans and how the humans benefit society while being piloted, setting up fridges and working together. Jack gets enlisted in the human project and starts going through training when he meets Jill, another human. There are other humans, but none of them really matter. Jill is piloted by Dijon, and Jack is piloted by Barry, who has a crush on Dijon and is training with Dijon to be a pilot of the Flesh Mechs. Like, how could you ever watch the movie and go, you know what? Humans piloted via food and butt plug suits. That's the element I need. That's even a pun in and of itself. Plug suits? Get it? I can't. Sammy goes to meet with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. Want to guess who he is? Francis Ford Capicola. I'm done. I'm done.
Cola.
That's all this show is food puns.
Cola!
Again, can't
really?
That was
Cola?
not what the movie did at all. Sure, Frank is short for Frankfurt or whatever, but like there were not constant food puns all the time.
Happy birthday?
Every joke of this show is from a pun. Sometimes they just say off-the-wall things. Firewater had a lot of great lines.
Bro, what is that purple thing?
Sativa,
I'm just
real
curious now.
That's great. That's fantastic. Look, oh, the food makes food movies now, and they're funny. So Sammy decides to turn his harrowing journey in the movie into an actual movie and catalog the loss of his partner. I want to point out that Sammy is making a
fanny pack?
that is a different telling of the original movie, since the original movie did not end with forks flying. Oh, and what's Frank doing while all this is going on? Well, Frank has to go to school because Frank can't read. He's just so dumb. There's not a single winkle on that little pork brain of his. Dijon and Barry get closer as Jack and Jill learn more about each other, and Jill tries to help Jack through his trauma until they have to go on a refueling run. See, New Foodland keeps their humans happy and healthy by driving them out to different hideouts and having them eat any food that's around there so that they can stay strong to keep helping their society. This sickens Jack and Barry that they could do this. You know what? I'll say it. You can't really have these kinds of moral quandaries in a series about talking food. How could the hot dog feel horror if it was never constructed by man? You can't sit there and try and play with the formula of a series with a character like Francis Ford Capicola. If this was, say, Attack on Titan, and was a Titan debating eating people as a food and energy source, hey, there you go. That is at least an artificial moral quandary you can give your character to overcome. No one would ever be put into that position realistically, but if they were, they would actually have to choose in that situation. If I was in Sausage Party and was presented the choice of food or cannibalized dead bodies, chat, I regret to inform you, I would choose food.
Barry's in love too?
I know they're building out the world, but the movie falls apart if you think about supply lines at all. Paper towels are alive,
he's in love too?
Beer, fruits, veggies, bread, soy sauce. Wouldn't they remember being packaged? When do they come to life? Do they only come to life if they came out of the
Frank
store?
he graduated.
Cars or more complex machines were also alive. And like the movie gets rid of all this by going literally at the end, hey, we're all cartoons. Don't think too much on it. Let's all go and give these people a piece of our minds. But this decides, hey, what if humans get wiped out by food? What are the moral ramifications and challenges to food building their own society
It's
and
hard to
developing
move
kaiju
on,
mecha
Frank. I
action fight
understand.
sequences? Why? Who was this for? If you genuinely enjoyed this show and believe it's one of the greatest things ever made, are you okay? Do you need anything? Hydrate. Like the last scenes of them horrified that humans are eating food. And like the humans are not fun to look at all, don't worry, but we force ourselves through it. We have to. Jonah Hill is an executive producer on this show. That gets funnier the more time goes on. Alright, Frank can read now, and Dijon is mad that Barry disobeyed orders. Jack has a moral crisis over eating food, and Jill is teaching him that it's okay to eat food and not eat people. What a concept. Frank gets told about how the humans eat food and how horrible it is, but also how necessary it is. What are we doing here? It was just a dumb movie about food with an evil douche in it. Oh look, Frank is talking about how horrible and bountiful Foodtopia is and how they'd be ripe for the picking and no one would miss them. Gee, wonder what's gonna happen. Wonder who the council's gonna decide to feed to their humans next. Frank really has no redeeming qualities. He had them in the movie, none here. Honestly, Barry would have been a better protagonist, and even then, maybe just don't make the show at all. Sometimes your creative vision doesn't need to be realized. That's all I'm saying. Pick up a new hobby. I get it. It's cheap to make and you can sell it to a studio. But maybe keep it in the vault. Write it off on taxes. Maybe this didn't need to come out. I am positive they made this for less money than they made the entire movie on. And that movie was only like $20 million to make. But it's really starting to feel cheap. This is like Killer Bean quality right here. It's just almost unwatchable in parts and just tiring. This was not a funny season. It wasn't a dramatic season.
At least the movie is.
Animated series that
Movie's really. The movie's good though.
And it's still just kind of there. Oh no! At the end of the episode, they reveal they're gonna feed
it just said happy
to the
birthday,
humans to keep them alive and maintain their society and keep evolving and growing. Oh no! Not
that's a walking cake.
Ginsburg. That would be horrible.
Sorry, guys. I'm
Frank
just
sees the plan to go after
looking at the
Foodtopia
background.
and decides he has to warn and save them all. He runs off and tries to get Barry and the gang, but
I'm
Jack
trying
and
to
Sammy
listen,
stay
though.
behind to follow their new callings. This show is just entirely too long. 16 episodes and too long. We're almost at the end.
16 episodes.
Man, it has been a slog. Jack is having second thoughts about being with the humans and attacking a land of food to eat food instead of people. Which, like, what are we doing,
Eat
guys?
food
I can't believe
instead
I'm
of
saying that
people?
with a straight face. And Sammy gets thrown out when he tries to show everyone the horrors of war through his cinema and gets strapped to one of the raid rides, Mad Max style. I will admit, the Mad Max visuals at the end of the episode did look funny. If this
Mad
was 14
Max.
episodes ago,
I think I remember watching that.
2 out of me. Alas, it's in the sequel.
Yes, I remember watching Mad Max.
It's more visually stunning than the movie, to which I ask,
pretty
in what
epic
world
movie.
is any of this stunning? Like, seriously, that feels like AstroTurf. It feels like...
Oh, look at the Hiroshima background.
Sure, big stakes.
No,
Don't you care what's gonna happen to Rutabaga Ginsburg or Julius, the Orange, or all your favorite,
his love
from the movie characters, except for the eggplant from that one movie scene with Meatloaf? Yeah, no, none of the new characters have really done anything to stand out, and it is just sort of like, here's the core doing whatever they do since we took out Kristen Wiig. It's just kind of
Is the birthday cake having like a sexual looking object? Am I seeing?
I'm so tired, gang.
I'm just looking at the birthday cake. I'm just looking
with
the
Barry gone. Jack meets a new partner, Maverick, a Tom Cruise Top Gun parody, because Top Gun Maverick came out in 2022. They also did a Will Smith slap meme about a peach with alopecia in the second episode of the season, and the slap was also in 2022. This came out on the ass end of 2025. A lot's happened since then. It just makes the references feel that much more dated. It's a really great.
People think Will Smith is a downfall
Come
now.
on, man, really go for it. This is epic movie levels bad. You can do better. It's just never that last push to a really good impression, Anyway, Frank and Barry are captured and tortured to reveal where the entrance to Foodtopia is. They refuse to talk as Jill starts mixing them in a recipe, which, I mean, yeah, that does sound pretty horrific for food, but I mean, come on, not really done for any comedic effect, I guess, so I don't really know why I'm watching a hot dog get tortured, but I have seen that now. And Dijon is questioning her loyalty to the nut and the new Foodland utopia because they're making her compromise her morals and fight for things she may not believe in the series that I can't believe I have to emphasize this again, is about talking hot dogs. Why are we making this Gundam Wing geopolitical nonsense about Sausage Party Foodtopia? What is going on? Jack tries to get everyone to trust him and has second thoughts about attacking Foodtopia, which is just not the plot they think it is. But it's all been revving up to this, the season finale, the final big smackdown. What could possibly happen?
Go wrong. Oh, boy.
Nothing. Oh, wow, the humans found a back entrance and attacked the Foodtopians where they least expected it. Jack fed everyone special energy balls that he made himself. How thoughtful? Oh, and then they all fight, and it's tiny fruit and food fighting giant humans. They're spraying cockpits and hopping around, and everyone is throwing down, and it's all these big action scenes. Man, it's the payoff of 16 episodes of adventure. The Human Titan Wars in my Sausage Party show about talking hot dogs.
Sucked the life out of that orange.
Failed? It must have. There's no other excuse for it. That's just the episode. They fight.
Sexual way.
For Avengers Endgame, that works. You had 10 some odd years of movies building up to it. You know, when Aragon comes up over the hill with the Ghost Army in Return of the King, and they all charge and it looks real badass, that was earned. You earned that fight. Sausage Party has plug suit foods fighting in flesh mechs for a brighter tomorrow, and then they end up eating laxative chocolates and blasting them out at record speeds. They use gross out humor in the last moment, and it's so horribly animated that it just takes away all the weight of it. If you're gonna do something like that, you make it as realistic as possible, as visceral as possible, and that gets the biggest laugh out of people. You make it weird, you make it awkward, you make it intense. This is just nothing. This is Sausage Party for teenagers, not adults. It's vapid. It is nothing. Anyway, the end of the episode has Jack taking the humans and being picked up by a helicopter.
This is getting, the review's getting dark now.
Where they meet a general played by the late great.
He just don't like this TV
Andre
show.
Brower. He tragically passed in 2022. So it's not a matter of dated writing, just being either shelved or in production.
You win some, you lose some.
They even end the season with a reveal of a tool that will help humans take the war back to the food and reclaim the land. What? Why do you need that? They're food. We know you can beat them with a hose. This is not the place to do a story like this. You could do this with like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs because they established the threat that it is created
My
through
niece
weather
loved
and things
that
like
movie
that. Like if
so
you wanted
much.
to do that, do it with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. You know, the massive food storms have taken out humanity and we have to struggle to survive as we wander these food apocalypse landscapes. Like, you can do that with that. You can't really do it with Sausage Party. It's just, it's not even ridiculous enough to work. That's the part that gets me. It never takes that extra step and just embraces being too far for the sake of being too far. It's bland, predictable, and just a slog. I would be shocked if anyone laughed their way through the show. And if you're not laughing at a series about a talking hot dog, there's truly something wrong with our society. We need to do better. 2 out of 10.
Yikes, man. He really don't like that
I'm
show.
convinced the 3rd season is done and ready to drop. I'm sure I'll talk about it, and I'm sure it won't be good. I don't know why I felt compelled to talk about this series. I just...
Whew.
Yeah.
I'm feeling cramped, guys. I'm sorry.
It was really, really bad, you guys. It didn't do anything substantial, and every time I saw it, I just kept wondering, why? Why does it exist? What purpose does it serve? And sometimes, it's just the story of a hot dog. Anyway, Anything you think I was right on? Wrong on? What was... Is it even possible for you to have a favorite episode? Least favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like what you saw, make sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends we're out here. Still at a conceptual level better than Mr. Bertram, which is a very low bar, but still there. It's not even worth you cringe, you drink watch. It's just empty. It's a hollow viewing experience. Save yourself. Run from this show. Anyway, that's going to do it for us here at the Lecture Hall. And if you want to support the channel, consider joining our membership or Patreon program today.
Hey, thanks for your opinion, though.
Eternal gratitude in your name on this fancy list. They're all so awesome and cool.
Thanks for your opinion, though.
Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to stay hydrated. Keep fighting that good fight.
Hey, no problem, dude.
To not be okay. Even if you just woke up today, I'm proud of you. A rising tide lifts all ships, and I can feel one hell of a wave a-coming. Goodbye, everybody, and I'll see you all next time.
Well, that's all, folks. Okay. All right. That one now concludes this movie review reaction for the first time. Thank you, Brian, for requesting this to me. And wow, there really was no positive scenes in both of the seasons. Like this man really don't like this TV show. He really don't like the Sausage Party TV show. He really don't. I guess you think the people who made the TV show wasted their time getting Brenda killed and overused food puns. I mean, you win some, you lose some, you know? Nobody's now always that perfect, but what I think about the movie was really interesting. It was really weird as hell, but you know, it's a adult movie. Movie was good. No, I liked the movie though. It just got super entertaining. Like, jeez, this is literally Sausage Party hentai edition. That's just what it is. Then you got food controlling humans, possessing humans. They just traveling through their private areas just to control them or possess them. Damn, Barry was in love though. Even Barry was in love. Like, first Frank, now Barry. But damn, they murdered the wrong queen. They murdered the wrong Betty Boo. They sick, man. They sick in the head. Damn. Damn, we lost the most attractive, hottest bun ever. But again, you win some, you lose some. Alright, he don't like the TV show. Okay, that's fine. What I think about the TV show, it was alright. Guys, but the movie, I like it, but this, it got some some ups and downs moments with the death of Brenda. That's all I can just. That's all I can say though. It was alright. Alright, to me, the TV show was alright. Maybe this will be the last Sausage Party content they gonna put in it. Yeah, the TV show was alright. The movie reveal, the TV show reveal. Excuse me, I think it's a TV show reveal, not the movie reveal. It's actually a TV show reveal. The TV show reveal is alright to me. And that's pretty much about it. So, thank you, Brian, for requesting this to me. You said it's not going to be copyrighted related, so I'll trust you. I can trust you. I'm exhausted. Sorry about that. I am just exhausted. I've been sitting here for literally an hour. So, I'll see y'all in my other future reaction videos for Spooktober. Spooktober month. If y'all like this, I guess a video review reaction, then feel free to support. I mean, Sausage Party is not a bad franchise. It's just, well, guess it's just overused jokes and sorrow moments with death of Brenda, and it really like took away like the mood, like your sexual mood. It really just took away the mood of the death of Aunt Brenda, which I will probably title this video like spoiler alert. Like, I don't want, for the people who haven't seen this, I don't want them to get the wrong idea of this reaction. I'm just gonna let them know this is a spoiler alert, because he's literally showing all the scenes through season 1 to season 2 of Sausage Party. Foodtopia. Well, he don't like it. Well, I give this. I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best TV show, but I guess I'll give this 6 out of 10. Okay, at least I'm being honest right now. At least I'm being honest. No, it's alright. It's just alright. No, I'm just being honest. 6 out of 10. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. See you later in my next reaction. Will be scary related content I will be sharing with y'all. And if y'all have any other video requests y'all wanna send me, feel free. And I'll see y'all in my next reaction, which will be my own ideas for Spooktober. So this is Super Mario Bros. 1985 signing out. Rest in peace to the Betty Boo Brenda. You always stay hot. You're always the most hottest chick. Bun chick. In the whole universe. Hope Frank can start all over with his life again, and maybe move on and support Barry. I don't know if it's his brother. It could be his little brother or a friend. It's been a while since I watched Sausage Party, the movie, but support them both. Double deuces. I'm out. This was an okay reaction review I've ever seen. Thank you for requesting this to me, Brian. Thank you. It was alright. It was just alright.